So I have two main addictions. Actually, I have a few other addictions I won't talk about, but two main addictions I'm going to address tonight, which is meditation and opera. And when I go sit in an opera, I always feel addicted because I don't know what it's like being on big drugs, but I think it's something similar. There's a big rush through my whole body, and I know I would sell my last piece of clothes. I'd be homeless. I've got to have that seat. So often I ask myself, why is it? It drives me crazy. I can't live without it. And similar with meditation. So both of them, I think, are like this passionate throwing yourself away into the unknown. And both of them bring me to new territory, new parts of myself. I don't know what it is. And I ask myself, what would happen if I had an evening where I combine both of these two passions? Maybe a meditation on opera or an opera meditation. So this has never been done. I don't know, but this is my attempt tonight to go into new territory. So I thank you all for coming here, and we can go there together. We don't know what we'll find, but I know either one of those bring me to the edge of my being. So combining them could be like multiplication, and maybe we'll just really all go off in the deep end together. But I urge you. So all of you put aside an evening and came here. It was kind of a difficult night, and I did the same. I put aside one evening. So let's throw all the stops away, and I'm willing to make a complete fool of myself. If you urge me on, I see there's a great audience. I don't need you to just in case, it's not too funny to laugh, then I'll make even a bigger fool of myself in a good time. No matter what we discover about. Oh, I guess so. You gotta protect your throat before you. So, here we go. So some of you saw this before, some parts of it, but it goes on. This all started for me a few years ago when I went to the Metropolitan Opera and I saw The Marriage of Figaro. And I wrote this poem called Watching the Marriage of Figaro. When you get torn apart, the mirth will bubble through. We don't know what roles we're playing, so just enjoy the show and let the universe tickle you. And comic opera, the opera buffo, is really very much like that. Great operas of Rossini, Mozart, Donizetti. And usually towards the end of the first act, there's a climactic scene. Everyone is singing, I don't know who I am, and I don't know what I am. I'm losing my mind, I'm going crazy. It's built up to that because before that, everyone was like in disguise, playing jokes on everyone else, sneaking around. Then all the jokes start to backfire, and there's like anarchy all of a sudden reigns on the stage and confusion. But the strange thing is, all the characters don't mind it. Actually, they're very happy. They're very happy to lose their mind, and this mirthful music fills everyone. And that's very similar to meditation, because in meditation also, finally you reach a point where you don't know who or what you are, and then you're embraced by all-pervading Buddha nature, the womb of unconfined peace and love. Everyone makes different words for it. And one of these great comic operas, actually, after you leave it for a few days, the opera doesn't end. Everywhere you go, you're like having little jokes and having fun. You feel like you're a Laurel and Hardy movie. And also, a meditation retreat for a few days afterwards, you have the same glow, and everything is beautiful, and kind of sneaking around, having fun with people, and finding this loveliness in your life. So I started thinking, what if instead of one opera, you could go like for 2 or 3 days, one opera after another, non-stop? What would happen? No one has ever done this before. But for the first time, we can do it now because we have video discs. So this is an experiment I've decided I'm going to try. And it's, you could say, volunteering my body for the unknown. But actually, tonight, this evening's presentation is a little bit of a proposal for an experiment because I'm looking for other people to do a opera mania retreat with me. For 3 days in a row, day and night, we'll watch all the comic operas. And we'll see the results. I think it's worth It's possible we're going to take a leap into the unknown. And we could land, I would say 85% we will land in universal enlightenment. There's also a small chance, maybe 15% chance, we will land in universal insanity. But I think it's worth the risk, because it takes 30 years in a Zen monastery to attain the enlightenment, but if we can do it in 2 or 3 days, it's worth the gamble. So I'm going to do it, and I hope by the end of the meeting I'll convince all of you to sign up and do it. I already have one person's already convinced. I don't need to do the show. Everyone wants to do it already, but still I can do the show. So, but I thought there's one way we can increase the odds we will land in universal enlightenment rather than insanity. Because maybe the operas don't make it explicit and obvious enough that the idea of losing your mind is to be embraced by all-pervading mirth. In between watching all the videos of operas, sing some of the tunes from the operas and change the words a little bit to make it a little more obvious, the idea of what we're doing. So now I've taken some of the tunes from the great comic operas and I've changed the words to make it more explicit that it's about universal enlightenment. When we do the retreat, we'll sing these, and we can make up new. You people can all help me. And we'll make up new words. We'll all sing in between watching the video. So now I'm going to a sample of some of the words we will sing. Opera Mania Retreat.